I'm going to give you the best and worst part about having Tesla Solar. Welcome to the Cobra Pit. Whether you're a longtime viewer or a newer subscriber like William McDonald, I see you. I appreciate every single one of you. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Now, even though I love having Tesla solar panels on my home, it's not a perfect experience. Now, there's so many great things about it, but some things aren't the best either. The first thing is the price. The price of Tesla Solar was the lowest in the country by far when I ordered it. And now today they still offer a low price guarantee. So they'll match the lowest price that you can find within a 14-day quote. So that's a big deal to me. But going along with that lowest price, I started doing some research. And the first worst part about it was all of the negative reviews you'll find online if you search. If you look up Tesla Solar, chances are you'll see plenty of negative reviews. People saying that the installation was bad, the customer service was horrible. And I saw all these things too, and it kind of scared me. Now, a lot of these complaints came from early on when they initially bought Solar City, and just the transition was a little rocky. But it did scare me at first. I was a little nervous. But I dug a little deeper, like you should do with all research, and I went ahead and took a chance. The next best about having Tesla Solar is the referral program. Now, when I first started, it was only $100 towards the person that used the referral link, and they now have changed that. So whether you use the referral or you provide the referral, you both get $300, so it's a little more even. And once again, I'd like to thank everybody that used my referral link because that made the journey kind of fun. Yes, the money was a great incentive, but helping people and knowing you really help people by, when people leave comments, you see great things there. But then when someone actually says, hey, this person helped me make a decision, I'm going to use their referral link, it's a pretty good feeling. So the referral link will be linked below, but thank you once again. If I move on to the next worst part, it has to be that it's mostly online. If you're not too comfortable with being online and handling all your business online, then it may be a little bit of a deterrent. I liked it because I get on there and I can price out my system, look at how many panels I need. Everything's right at my fingertips. My biggest concern was whether my panels would be enough to cover 2 EVs. I only had one at the time, so my electric bill didn't reflect that. So I was able to call customer service, and they did help me through that. But it can be a little daunting at first if you just see everything's online. You do put in your address, you tell them how much you spend on your electricity bill, but then you need to dig a little deeper on yourself. But if you don't feel comfortable, you can contact them. So that could be a little scary too. But that being one of the worst parts, for some people it may be the best part. So my next best is that whole process, the whole experience. I like doing everything online like that. I like digging in and figuring out things for myself for the most part and tinkering and switching things around. And once you do that and talk to someone, it's pretty streamlined. They'll actually give you a layout of what it'll look like on your home, whether you are comfortable with the way it looks or if there's something there that they're not aware of, like big trees or something like that, you would know that and you could communicate back and forth with them. Communication was pretty open. Every time I tried to reach someone, I had no issues at all. So I really appreciate the process. It's pretty simple. You know right away up front how much you're going to pay. And I don't know, just like buying cars from them. If you haven't bought a car from them, it's straightforward. You see everything, you order everything, and that's the price it's going to be. No dealership shadiness or anything like that. But back to solar, the process will be good for you if you're technically inclined or if you're internet savvy. But the next worst part is actually a part of the process, and it was the wait. For me, it took 2 months from the initial order to them actually coming out and installing it. It was a long 2 months, and I've heard of some people taking even longer to do that, to have the install come through. So I've read that it depends on your region, when you ordered, availability of parts and labor. So it's lots of variables, but after I ordered it, I did have to wait quite some time. But once they got here, the next best was the install. The workers were cooperative, polite, Very, very friendly. They worked hard to work quickly. They said it may take up to 2 days, and it did take 2 days. They were on the roof. It was noisy, but they're walking on your roof. But they came in, they set up caution tape around, so we're aware that they're out there, like we can't hear them. But the foreman was great. He told me everything they were doing along the way. I actually stopped and bought them a bunch of beverages from 7-Eleven. Got them some Gatorade. It was a hot day, so I wanted them to feel a little comfortable. They did say that they were going to shut off the power, and it could take up to a few hours, but it took about 40 minutes. So the install was great. And actually, when they painted the conduit, it was a little bit off. It didn't match the paint of the house exactly, so the HOA didn't approve of it. I called Tesla customer service again, and they came right back out in a couple days and painted it, and it was perfect. No hassle at all. Shifting gears back to the worst, one of them is the limited packages or limited panel sizes. Now, I'm not too familiar with what the other companies offer, but Tesla Solar only have 4 different sizes available. And they used to offer a subscription model, which is kind of like leasing your panels, which I don't recommend, only for, certain situations and certain people. But it was an option. And I checked recently, and they no longer offer that subscription model. So they have very limited options, and hopefully your needs fit into those boxes. I tried to find information on adding more panels, maybe a few at a time. But information on that was kind of hard to find. Some people said you could, some people said you couldn't. So hopefully what they do offer fulfills your needs. Another one of the best was that Tesla handled everything behind the scenes. And I would think that any solar company would do that. But they communicated with the local utility. They communicated with me. All the paperwork they took care of, they handled. There were no issues there. But what I really want to call one of the best is the app integration. Now, whether you have Tesla vehicles or not, it's pretty intuitive. Once you get into the application, you can see your usage, you can see your reliance on the grid. There is data upon data upon data to the point where you said, oh, that must have been a cloudy day here, cloudy day there. Now, if you do have Tesla vehicles, it's even better because the whole integration is fluid. You can definitely see the relationship between charging your vehicles and having the solar panels. It's just a very intuitive and addicting app. I constantly reference it and check out how we're generating power, how we're using it, the time of day we're using it. If you live in an area that has time of usage rates, which means that you get charged higher rates or lower rates depending on the time of day, you'll figure out the best way to use your electricity efficiently and cost effectively. But here's one of the worst. And it's one of the worst for me because when I ordered Tesla solar panels, I did not order a Powerwall. I didn't know if I would need it or want it, but now you cannot order just a standalone Powerwall without ordering it in a bundle with your solar panels. So I don't know. Now, I would love to have one to add it to my panel, but the demand is so high that they had to limit it. They had to limit it to people only ordering solar panels or solar roofs. I mean, that's a bummer for people like me who have a system and a Tesla system at that, and you want to add a Powerwall. So we'll see about that. Maybe I have to buy one on eBay or something, but I don't know. That's pretty unfortunate. And my last best is kind of subjective. I like the way the panels look. Now, I would prefer to have a solar roof. Those look amazing, but I didn't need a new roof at the time. So I love the tapered edges, the beveled edges of the Tesla solar panels. It just looks sleek. It looks neat. If you're going to have solar panels on your house, you want them to look good, even though, it's about their functionality, but I don't know. I just really like the way they look especially compared to some of the other solar panels I see out there. But again, that's subjective, and I like it. Thanks again for watching. If you have any best or worst about Tesla solar panels or solar roofs that you have, maybe you ordered some or maybe you tried to order some, please share that down below. Thanks again, and don't forget, Cobra told you. All right, y'all.